Why this business? Why pig farming? What inspired you to go into this business, this line of business?
First of all, every business, you enter into any business to make profit. And pig farming has proved over the years that it's very lucrative and very well paid. That's the first thing for entering into pig farming, to make profits.
Okay, amazing. So now when we talk about pig farming, you know, there is something I want you to really talk on. That's breed selection. What kind of breed would you advise an individual who is looking to start this business, you know, to go for?
There are different breeds of pigs. We have the Yorkshire, we have the race, we have the Duroc, and so on. And locally, we have some locally pigs you can get. Sometimes they call it native pigs. Those ones are different shade of pig, but basically for the Yorkshire, which is common. It's not a breed of pig, very common. And when you talk about the Yorkshire, always white in complexion, and they are very big and have pointed ears.
Okay. All right, Mr. Anthony, I didn't quite get your point there, but I believe that will be sorted out soon enough. So now let's look at the aspect of adaptability, you know, still about this breed selection, you know, because there are so many other things, so many other aspects that go into selection of breeds, talking about the productivity, talking about their adaptation, you know. So which of the breeds mentioned would you say is best for a country like Nigeria?
Still, we'll go for Yorkshire because personally, I breed Yorkshire. They are easily adaptable to diverse environments, but generally, pigs don't like a hot weather. They don't like hot weather. They always like some place that's wet, place that is cool. The Yorkshire is easily adaptable to Nigeria weather, and always put the Yorkshire.
About housing. How do you house your pigs? For someone looking to get into this business, how would you say, you know, what kind of structure should they have in place, you know, before bringing in pigs to rear them?
Okay, the structure need to erect. First of all, you should get a well-fenced land to prevent them from, you know, going to places you don't want to be destructive. You get a well-fenced land, get the roof and ventilation. There should be windows around the building to allow proper ventilation to the structure. Then there should be spacing because pigs they are kind of sometimes, and sometimes they move about. So there should be a space, a well demarcated space for each of the pigs you are breeding.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. So how do you, how does this selection of housing for the pigs, the one you mentioned, how does it impact the health of the pigs?
Yeah, basically we know that restriction of movement is about stunted growth. When someone is restricted to a little portion of the area, there's no proper movement, it will restrict their growth. Likewise for the pig. Pigs are some animals that need a very good space to move and need ventilation. Those spacing and ventilation helps to improve their growth in general. That aside, the food and the other nutritional other things to be added.
Very well. So about the, still on the health issue, how do you control diseases amongst pigs? How do you ensure, that diseases are well controlled, are prevented, first of all, and then when they are contracted, how are they managed and how are they also treated? How do you go about all of those processes?
Okay, first of all, you maintain a good proper hygiene. Maintaining proper hygiene is that the place should be kept clean at times. The place should be kept clean. At least you say in every day you should sweep your pig pen. That is one. Two, there should be demarcation in your pig pen. That is to say, you should not get more than 3 to 5 pigs in a particular demarcation. If you have a pig, you should demarcate it to a, if you are having let me say between 10 pigs, there should be a demarcation of between 5 to 10 space or cubicle for between 3 to 5 pigs to be kept. In that way, to reduce the spread of disease. Then, for instance, when a pig is sick, though for my many years of pigs, I've never had a pig because they are very rare or they are not easily attacked by diseases. But in the case of where a pig is sick, pig has to separate the affected pigs in different places, and you quickly get a veterinary doctor to see a pig for proper medication.
So what can you highlight for us some of the major diseases these pigs are exposed to while being reared, so that people who are intending to get to the business can have an idea of the diseases they would be facing?
One of the major diseases of pigs is the river swamp disease. River swamp disease. This one is caused by the bacteria they get from moist environment, because naturally it tends to like very dirty areas where they can snuff around, and from there they can easily be affected by bacteria. That is the river swamp disease. That is a major common disease for pigs.
Okay. All right. So as a pig farmer yourself, how do you protect yourself from contracting any form of diseases from taking care of these pigs? How do you protect yourself? What are the things you do to ensure that you don't get involved or you don't become a victim of these diseases as well?
Yeah, as a pig farmer, before entering my pen, it's always very good that I have my clothes in my penthouse. I don't go in with the clothes from outside. In my house, I change my clothes to my farming clothes or my pig breeding clothes. I don't use clothes from outside, most especially shoes. I don't take shoes from outside into the house for fear of bringing in disease from outside. And two, I'm always equipped, I'm always well dressed in my farm clothes. I have hand gloves, I have rain boots, and I have raincoats and a jacket while entering my pig house.
Okay, so now it is there is no gainsaying in the fact that pigs are not the cleanest animals, and of course we know that there will be challenges with waste management. How do you handle that? How do you handle waste to ensure that the pigs are in a hygienic environment at all times?
Yeah. Okay. I have to make clear here. The pig dung, like the waste from pig, they are very rich in matter. So I have some farmers who come to my pig house to buy this pig dung, based on pig waste from my pen house. They come bring together this pig waste and take it to their farms. Everything is full of this pig waste to pay for it.
Okay, so now let's talk about feeding. How do you go about feeding these pigs? What are the required, daily diets that they must consume per day, per day actually, and in what proportion? How often do you feed these pigs to ensure that they grow the way they should, and of course, enhance productivity eventually?
Feeding entails the number of pigs I have. Taking for instance, I have over 100 pigs, both two and dance. This one, when the pig to birth, I feed the mom 3 times daily because when it's hungry, there are instances where she feeds on the little piglets. So I feed the mom 3 times daily. A woman is called the sow. I feed the sow 3 times daily so that the sow can be well fed to breast milk the children. And about 3 months after birth, I extract the children from the mother and place them on different pigs. Then I give them foods that contains vitamins and calcium because pigs tend to grow very big and they need calcium to strengthen their bones so that they will carry their bones strong enough. I feed them with calcium. Some people might wonder how do I get this calcium. Yeah, sometimes I go to faraway villages, look for cassava peels. I get cassava peels. I get remnants from various. I get this Kenya meal. The Kenya meal is called PK, the name with which we call it from what we buy. You can get it here from an oil meal industry, PKC. I combine these things together. These are things that you have iron, you have calcium, you have protein in all of them.
Amazing. That is a very valid information. So how, I asked this question earlier, how often should they be fed? Is it twice a day, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times maybe? How often should they be fed?
Yeah. How often they should be fed depends on how much of this you have. If you have few pigs, you can and you have the resources, you can feed them 3 times a day. But if you have many pigs, you feed them twice a day. It's not harmful to feed them for morning and feed them in the evening, in as much as give them the right proportion of food. For in a cubicle of 3 to 5 pigs, I can deposit, let's say, I don't know how to measure it now because I have different varieties of food mixed together. Let me say, when I mix my food, only a cassava peel or plantain peel or watermelon, no different things that I can pick around. I give them a bucket full for 3 to 5 pigs, a bucket full in the morning, and in the evening, another food.
Okay, amazing. I know our viewers out there are learning a lot from all what you're telling us, Mr. Anthony. So now let's go into marketing and distribution. How do you? Okay, now you've trained your pigs. You've reared them. You've carried out all the other processes, and now they are grown. How do you go about marketing them as well as distributing them to sellers?
A lot of people knows my pig farm, but beforehand I go to markets, village market. I say because I'm a local environment, I go to village markets and I inform butchers over there. I have a pig pen, have a pig house. I breed pigs, and I sell my pigs twice a year. I sell between June and July, between November and December, when my pigs are very big. So I have a lot of farmers, a lot of butchers coming to my pig house to buy pigs from me for that.
Amazing, amazing. So how competitive is the pig market? How often do you sell? Does the market boom as much as other meat products actually? Can we compare them? How competitive is the pig market?
Yeah, initially when I started, it's not so flourishing. It was not the market phase was not so good because a lot of people were afraid of eating pigs. But in recent times, I have to see that more and more people now buy pigs. More and more people now even venture into pig rearing. The competition in pig rearing now is becoming more and more by the day, because now you can say that in Nigeria now cost of meat is going up on a daily basis, and so many people are trying to look for. It's not as if pig anyway cheaper than cow meat, no, but a lot of people are now going to buying of pigs because now some people have found the nutritional benefits of pig, and now a lot of people are now buying it.
Okay, so to become a pig farmer, are there any requirements? Are there certifications one has to attain, or are there regulations, so to speak, to be followed in order to become a pig farmer or to survive and thrive in the business?
For one, there is no committee for pig farmers. No committee for pig farmers. There is no requirements. In as much as you have a formal knowledge about it, before you venture into any business, it's so good you have a formal knowledge for the business, have an insight about the business before you venture into it. For requirements, there are no, in as much as you have a little knowledge of it. And with time, you begin to develop from experience. When you have pigs, with time you begin to adapt to their behavior, their feeding, and so on.
Okay, all right. So as a pig farmer, what is that information you wish you had before delving into this line of business? What is that thing that you now know? You know it now, but you wish you knew it then before starting out.
Yeah. Before venturing into pig farming was just, let me put it as a family business. We never knew much about the benefits of pig. We just ventured into it because we felt like we needed to start something. That's how we ventured into it. But now comes the realization that pig farming is way more than what we think. Because I'll give you an instance. Now I have foreign people coming to my pig house to get pigs, and have some companies equally coming to buy pigs in large quantity for because pig skin, and you know pig skin is very important. Like I use a pig skin for different leather purpose, and the hair for pig can be used as a brush for brushing shoes, for other things like that. So if I knew the importance of pig, I think now I should have ventured or have a large scale of.
What would you advise that the government does with regards to pig farming? What are your expectations? What do you think the government can do to, enhance the productivity of pig farming in Nigeria?
Yeah, pig farming is a very lucrative business, as I have said earlier. They have a very different benefits, not just for production. Like I said before, the hairs from pig we use for manufacturing of brush, and others make those cosmetics brush for the female, whereby they use for the face and other things. And the pig bones can be used for buttons and other stuffs like that. So government can give loans to pig farmers so that they enlarge their pig pen to be very lucrative, not just the people are the people involved, but for the general public, because not just for not just for meat production, to serve as an employment avenue and production of other economic products.
Amazing, amazing. And as a pig farmer, what are the technological inventions or innovations that have been beneficial to you in this business?
Yeah, like I said earlier, not to large scale pig farming. I've not used any different technology or equipment in my pig farming. I've just been now with these things. But I think there are some aspects of technology where pig farmers can use to large farming. There are some cameras you can install on your pig farm, which will enable you to maintain or have a 2-4 base of pig house to know when pig is sick and to know when they are fighting so that you can quickly bring solution to whatever problem you're fixing behalf at any point in time. Then talking about a water facility, there should be a pipe where waters can be easily channeled to this pig house because pigs they like water, they like cool environment. So if there's a pipe where you can channel waters to this pig house to enable cool environment to be very.
Okay, so Mr. Anthony, there are so many people who have the opinion, or I don't know, who just have something against pork. You know, they say things like, we forbid it. What do you have to say to this kind of people, and how has this mindset affected your business as a pig breeder in Nigeria?
For one, the Muslim body, they see pig as a sin, so to say. And I happen to be in a Muslim environment where my pig farm is. The location of my pig farm is a Muslim environment, which started as an hindrance for me at first because sometimes I got calls and warning from the Muslim community or the Muslim head of where my pigs are to remove my from there. But now I've been in peace with them and I have more and more customers by the day. Well, I'm going to change this religion, but left to me, pigs are animals, just like every other animal. They can be dirty, just like any other animal can equally be dirty. So my advice to them is that they should look beyond what I have the right to change anybody's religion, but for an advice, they should look beyond that and even if they should breed it and see the other benefits of pig aside eating pigs.
Nicely put, nicely put. All right, so what would you say has been your greatest challenge in this business so far? And how have you been able to tackle that challenge?
Yeah, my major challenge while starting has been feeding because when I was starting, I started with 4 cows, 4 females, and 1 boa, 1 male. Started with 5, and with I was only having up to 30 pigs, or to 30 pigs, and the environment there was no much disposal of refuge, like waste food. So I have to travel far to gather food for my pigs. That was one of my serious challenges.
Okay, so in a minute or two, could you just give your final thoughts and advise people who are looking to get into this business? Just give your own brief advice to them, so that they can know how to start off, and know how to go about it. Just in a few seconds, just give your final thoughts.
Okay, for people who are intending to go into pig farming, this is my advice. When you venture into pig farming, you should be conscious. Pig farming is not also pig farming is something you need to put in your time because there are some cases where the pig breeder is not around and because pigs they like to fight a lot and a smaller one tend to be hit by a bigger one because normally they are carnivorous animals, so they are not so as the ones in the bush, but they fight a lot. And sometimes let's say the sow, the female, can kill their children due to so entering into pig farming, you need resources, you need kind of pig food available. So you start pigs or when you put it to bed, you have enough to feed them because with the kids, they are young ones and they fight a lot. But when they are well fed, they are very peaceful. You just meet them lying about and rest, taking some rest. So when you want to venture into picking, you just have that time and the resources, and in no time you begin to cash out.